Good evening, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all well on this Saturday evening. It's not a match preview. Let me just confirm that already. It's not a match preview. There is no match, unfortunately. Trevor, welcome in. Hope you're well. David, welcome in. Hope you're well. And it's just from me anyway, but anyone else that's saying that, it's going to be going through the senior team that's on the club site, nufc.com, even though it should be .co.uk. So there are a couple of youth in the senior squad that they've put in there that's kind of duplicated from the under 21s, but I've added them anyway to the images, so we'll go through them as well. They'll most probably end up being loan outs, but we're just going to my camera has frozen, but hey ho, there we go, it's back again. But yeah, go through every single squad member in the senior side and decide whether we want to keep them, sell them, or ship them out on loan. We're not going to agree on everyone, but hey ho, this is just my opinions and what you guys think in the chat as well. I have done it in order, so all the goalkeepers followed by all the defenders, midfielders, and then the strikers. So, oi Leo, welcome. Hope you're well. Yeah, great film now. Peter the guy in the black and white is spoiling it. Yeah, and you got your reply right there. Joey, welcome in. Hope you're well. Didn't get on to Pete's show last night. Nor did I. I got in late from work. By the time I got in, Pete was already starting the food picks, and yeah, I thought it was a bit late to go on there, so I didn't manage to make that one. Hopefully, I will get to make the next one. Where are we? Pope is apparently an easy choice in selling him. Well, we're going to actually kick off with Pope as well. And we are up to date. Okie dokie. Hopefully the music is playing as well in the background. Had a little problem trying to get that running, but that should be nice little smooth music. Hopefully this is working on Facebook as well. I'm trying to do a double stream. So if I've done it right, I should be streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube. So if anyone is watching on YouTube, not on YouTube, most of you are. If anyone, Mason, if you're in the chat, or Tony or Pete or anyone else, any of my regulars that's got me on Facebook, if I am live on Facebook, drop a little message in that, just to confirm that I am live on Facebook. Otherwise, if anyone's watching on Facebook, hey, yeah, let's crack on to this, shall we? Let's jump over to the other screen. So we're going to kick off with Nick Pope. I'll let you guys go first. Keep, sell, or loan? What you guys saying for Nick Pope? 3 minutes in and I'm bored of this England match. Well, you got me to entertain you, so there you go. I'm not even bothering with it either. So yeah, Pope. Nick Pope, our current number one. You keep, you sell, or you loan? What you guys saying? Should have done an Archer. He always comes on with 5 minutes left. Surprisingly, he was very early last night. Was he? I'm going to have to go back and check on that one. Joe's going, sell Nick Pope. Trevor's going, sell. David's going, sell. And I 100% agree with you all. I will definitely sell Nick Pope. Apparently, it is being rumoured, not guaranteed, not confirmed, I don't think anyway, that Ipswich are coming in with a £5 million bid for Nick Pope. I think they said that it is one of his hometown clubs, or he supports them. One of them. I didn't really read much into it. So 5 mil, get him gone to Ipswich. Let them handle him. problem with, well, it's not going to be a problem anymore. It'd be their problem if they do sign him, that he will be the one that bursts out of their area, getting sent off or doing stupid mistakes like he does with us. Celtic in pre-season just gets rounded, and no, that'd be one thing that I will not. I definitely will not miss. Trolls, welcome in. Hope you're well. Long time no see. Doing good. Ipswich, good move for him. Back home where he grew up. Yeah. 5 mil. I mean, we're just taking a 5 mil loss on him. We paid 10 mil. Been decent, but no. He's had one season as with the number 1 on his back, and it already needs coming off of him. 5 mil. They're getting a decent keeper. We're getting half of his price back exactly. 34, I believe he's coming up to. Of course, Lee's going to go keep Pope as backup. No. Do you not know how many more keepers we got to go through? Doing great, trolls. Doing great. I got me horror themed flask. Keeping me nicely hydrated. So yeah, trolls. What you saying? Keep, sell, or loan Nick Pope? And again, anyone watching on YouTube, if you're a Newcastle supporter, then keep, sell, or loan Nick Pope. Do the didgeridoo. Do the comment. No. Yay. No. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so Nick Pope, I think we're all agreed, sell. So we move on to goalkeeper number 2, Mark Gillespie. Oh, Trolls comes in with a sell. So is that for Gillespie or is that for Pope? What's that for Pope? Could get Ruddy on a free as backup. No, hell no. No, we do not want that 185-year-old keeper that had no use at all, and we shouldn't have signed him as a coach. I would have happily had him as a goalkeeping coach, but no, not as a squad player. I have a feeling Howe will keep Pope as number 1 and Jowan as number 2. Well, as it's been said, Pope could be off to Ipswich for a 5 mil. Gillespie as number 1 and Ewan as number 2. God, no. Can you? No. It's hard to believe if you're actually being honest there, Joe. You would rather keep Keith Gillespie. Not Keith Gillespie? No. Oh, you can't have Keith Gillespie back. Mark Gillespie. Fucking hell, that's a Sinclair Award for me right there. Keith Gillespie. Mark Gillespie. Lee says sell. Not even South Shields would buy him. Gillespie, stop stealing the living. Gillespie, sell. Would get 50p for him. I mean, Steve Bruce brought him in as a free agent from Motherwell, if I remember rightly. He played 2 games? I can't really remember much that he did do. I think he played 2 games, made a massive mistake in a cup game. I think it was Newport. I want to say Newport. I'm not 100%. He made a massive mistake against one of the lower league clubs. And then after that, we never saw him ever again. I believe he is roughly on about 10k a week, stealing a living. Steve Bruce player, and it's not featured barely at all for the team. They keep him for his good morale within the entire club. For me, get rid. Don't need him. Get him off the wage books. Move him on. But apparently he's already signed a 1-year extension. So great job there. David Assel. Joe keep Gillespie as a coach, not a player. I mean, coach, yeah, fine. If he's not going to play ever again, just make him a coach, reduce those wages. Doesn't need 10K a week. He'd be one of the best goalkeepers in the league if he gets to run a game. Yeah, all right. Although I did end up saying that about Carl Darlow and Rob Elliott. Rob Elliott, I thought was a waste of time, but when he got a run of games, he actually was pretty decent, and he started out quite near me, quite local down here. So that's a quite interesting note. And so did Carl Darlow. Carl Darlow didn't do too bad when he finally got a run of games. I remember that game. It was a slow P roller shot too. I want to say Newport. I'm pretty sure it was Newport. I can't remember it. Play ever again. He's never played it in the first place. True. And I mean, I think, Joe, you reminded me, he did play the game against the Aussie All-Stars, and he let in 8 goals in that game. And oh God, no. Just get rid of him. I think we're all agreed on sell Mark Gillespie. Not Keith Gillespie, Mark Gillespie. So we will move on to goalkeeper number 3. I think there's 4 keepers we got in this list. Young Aiden Harris. Keep, sell, or loan him out? You guys go first. Keep, sell, or loan out Aiden Harris. The Aussie All-Stars. God, we got humiliated against them and against Celtic as well. So what are you guys saying? For me, loan. Yeah. I think I'll agree on that one. Harris, loan him out, get him some experience. I think Shola's not the youth development loan manager, whatever, anymore. So he won't get shipped off to Scotland or something. League One Championship, maybe, just to give him a good run. Yeah, I would loan out Harris. Not seen much of him, so I can't really say how good he really is. Anyone that actually has watched the youth and have seen him play, let me know what you think of his skill level. David's going for a loan for Harris as well, so I think we're all confirmed on that one to loan him out. Surprisingly, we're all agreeing on stuff so far. Only 3 players in, plenty more to go. 29 I counted for the entire first team. Apparently Harris is on the first team. If you go on the club site and click on the senior team, you'll see Aiden Harris in the first team's squad. Gillespie has played for Newcastle against Blackburn, Morecambe, and Newport. So I think you're right. Yeah. Did he play against Morecambe? Oh no. Was Morecambe? Fucking hell, I can't talk now. Morecambe. Was that did we score 7 against Morecambe? Joe Linton hit one from outside the box or something like that. Who the fuck is he? I've never seen him in my life. That's Aiden Harris. He's part of the youth team, even though he's on the senior squad on the site. Lone Harris. So I say we're all agreed on that one. Lone Harris. Now here's one that could split opinions on this one. We go into goalkeeper number 4. Odysseys Vlachodimos. Keep, sell, or loan? Will, welcome in. Hope you're well. How are we all doing? Vlachodimos, guys. keep, sell, or loan him out again. Signed him from Forest, sent him out on loan. He did a pretty decent job out there. Joe's going for sell Vlachodimos. 7-0 against Morecambe. Good memory. I knew I had to try and remember that one. Is anyone watching the England game? To be honest, no. Me personally, I'm not. When the tournament starts, yes, I'll be watching most of the games, but I think it's just like a warm-up friendly, so yeah, it doesn't interest me one bit. Are you watching it? Trev's going for sell Vlachodimos, or Lee's saying boring as fook. David's going sell as well. Oh, you guys are all against me. For me personally, I want to keep Vlachodimos. We've brought in Jowan, so he said he's quite happy being a number 2 and to push for that number 1 starting spot. So ideally, I would keep Vlachodimos and make him number 1 for the new season, and let him help train Jowan, and then the following season we could see Jowan step up as the new number 1 and then move on Vlachodimos. So yeah, I said it's going to split opinions. Me, I would keep Vlachodimos. All of you lot, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Saying sell Vlachodimos. If we get 10 mil for Vlachodimos as 5 mil for Pope, we can use that towards another keeper, Rissa. Ideally, I'd go for Restes. I mean, we could have had him pretty cheap at the start of last season, so I think Restes might be a bit out of our price range now. Possibly go for Kobel as well. Kobel was linked in January. Also, Diogo Costa seems to now have a reduced release clause of around, I can't remember what it was, 51 mil. Diogo Costa would be an amazing type of player. Amazing keeper to bring in, but probably a player that we will never see unless we get constant Europe. Plus, PSG are sniffing around him. So, yeah, definitely want to go to PSG than to us. Sad to say. Isley, if you could call me Will, then I'd appreciate that, as I prefer being called Will. All right, we'll call you Dave from now on. I'm watching it so I can watch some football. True. I'm guessing it's still 0-0 with everyone saying how boring it is. England on in the background, yeah, it's boring. He's on about 280k a week. 280k a week. See, this is why you need to get rid of Gillespie, just to give us the extra 10k on the wage bill. Get rid of Pope. I think he's on. That was another thing with Ipswich. I think they're saying that Pope will have to take a significant wage cut in order for him to join them, because they won't be able to pay his wages. So we're obviously paying Pope a lot of money. So you guys are saying sell. I am saying keep Vlachodimos. So a little split on that one. It's still 0-0. Cool. Is it a strong lineup? I mean, it wasn't the best of squads being named, but was it a strong lineup? So that's all the goalkeepers, I do believe. So we'll go on to our defenders. And we do start with the defenders. That's good. So Lewis Hall, who is touted to be a Man United bound for around 80 million, which is never going to happen. Lewis Hall will... I think this is quite an easy one. Keep, sell, or loan Lewis Hall. Gillespie has been paid 3 million since he last played Robbery. 3 million. I suppose you wouldn't mind lending me a couple of quid. Yeah, keep so we can sell Pope without using too much money. I mean, at least trolls talk sense. We'll definitely keep Blackademus. Hall, keep. David says keep. Hall, keep. Give the lad new contract with a massive pay rise. Yep, I think we're all agreed on that. Hall has to stay no matter what. He is a Toon fan. I think his parents are Toon fans. Don't really trust all the AI and all that stuff, but when asked Grok about are these rumors true, Grok's actually come out and said that none of this is true. He is not wanting to move away. He wants to stay. He is not pushing for a move. His agents are not pushing for a move. He's quite happy where he is. He's a fan, and there is talk of a potential extension, even though he is contracted up until 2029. So he's still got another 3 more years on his deal. But yeah, gotta keep Lewis Hall. Hall wrap up in bubble wrap and keep him definitely, and hope Howell can put him in his rightful place as left back and not as a right back, which stupidly didn't do too bad, but his natural position is a left back instead of putting 75-foot tall Dan Burn, who can't head a ball in the air, in at left back. So, yep, all agreed on that one. Lewis Hall, keep. Next defender, we go to Sven Botman. Keep, sell, or loan. I think this is going to be another easy one. Sven Botman. Keep, sell, loan. It'd be funny if someone just pops up and says, yeah, just loan him out. So, straight off the bat, definitely keep Sven Botman. Needs to stay fit. He does have his injuries, become a little injury prone, but definitely got to keep hold of him. One of our best defenders alongside Malik Chow. I think those two as a centre back pairing is the way forward. Dan Burn has to learn that he needs to step back and be backup, if not emergency, if he is to stay. Joe says keep the Rolls Royce. Charles says Botman keep. Trev says Botman keep if he can stay fit. Again, yeah, I agree. And David says keep. So again, all agreed on Botman to keep, but he does need to work on his fitness, stay fit. He seems to play a couple of games, get injured, be out for a while, comes back, rinse and repeat. So as long as he can stay fit, definitely keep. If he starts having a fair few amount of injuries during the next season, then possibly have to cash in on him. Next up, Alex Murphy. Wasn't really given much of a chance. I think he saw a couple of games. Didn't really see much of him throughout the season. Can play as a left back, so would be good backup for Lewis Hall. Can also play as a centre back as well, so being young and pretty decent. Keep, sell, or loan Alex Murphy out. What are you guys saying for that one? Keep, sell, loan Alex Murphy. Joe wants to sell Alex Murphy. Okay, interesting. Won't get a game under Howe. True, unless Howe is given the boot. Murphy, let him go before Howe ruins his career from trolls. Interesting. For me, it's a difficult one. He could be a decent backup for Lewis Hall as left back instead of having Dan Burn at left back. But yeah, I kind of agree with Trevor on that one. I think a loan move would help him out. Send him to a championship club or or another Premier League team that's like probably one of the new promoted teams, and get him some minutes under his belt and see how he does. Probably give him a 6-month loan deal. If he does well, we can bring him back and put him into the team. Or if he needs a little bit more, just give him another 6-month deal to give him the rest of the season at the club. How won't do that though. Yeah, true. We know how won't do that. So for me, I would loan Alex Murphy out. So a bit of a split there between us all. Sell and loan. So ideally, none of us want to keep. David's also going for loan. Yeah. Next up, we have, there we go, everybody's favourite. Dan Burn, people. Dan Burn, 785 foot tall. Dan Burn, who can never win an aerial duel. Keep, sell, or loan. I'm going to give you mine straight off the bat. Sell. Dan Burn, sell. I'm sorry. He could be your absolute favourite player. Yes, he scored in the Carabao Cup final. But he's old. We need to get rid of aging players. He's been great. He's done okay. He has started to make some mistakes now. He cannot play as a left back. He weakens our left side majorly. And quite recently, I think this entire season, if that, he has been out of position so much. You find out where's our left back? Oh, he's over at right wing. Why the hell? Why the hell is he at right wing? Why is he at centre mid? Why is he now a striker? Okay, why is he now on the left wing? Why is he not in his actual position that he's meant to be playing in? So yes, I'm sorry. For me, Dan Burn, he needs to go. Just sell him on. Give him to another Premier League. So again, another promoted Premier League side. He can still get another season maybe in the Premier League, but he's getting on now. For me, he's not a regular in the side. He has to step aside, be a bench player, be a backup or an emergency backup if need be, and just got to move him on now. So sell for me. Trev, Burn giveaway. So sell. Lee, Dan Burn. I heard he's a chap. Okay. Crap. Burn, sell, or we have two 34-year-old centre-back subs. That's not good enough. I agree. David also sells sell. So, yeah, I mean, I thought that might have been a split opinion saying, oh, he's a local lad. We'll have to keep hold of him. He's amazing. He's from life. And, you know, I thought I'll be getting a load of shit there saying, oh, why'd you want him out? But, yeah, he's aging. Come on. He needs to be moved on. He can't be being played at left back. He can't really be played at centre back either. We know that our centre back pairing has to be Chow and Botman going forward. So sell for me on Dan Burn, unfortunately. Bye bye, Bernie. Next up, another aging player that has just signed another year extension on his deal. So regardless of what we think, he's definitely staying for at least another year. Fabian Schär, people. Fabian Schär. Keep, sell, or loan. I think a loan's out of the question. Great servant for the side. Signed for like, what, 3 million? Been an incredible player over the years. Deserves a testimonial with us. I think he's brilliant. I think he's far better than Dan Burn. He can hit a penalty. He can take a decent penalty. He can hit a shot from outside the box. We've seen that a couple of times. We've seen that go. If I remember rightly, I've seen it about 3 times. Twice in the league, and that one he did against PSG. Oh, I would keep him. I know I'm just going back on what I said. We need to get rid of aging players, but Fabian Schär, he's a different type of aging player. I think he's still solid. He's still a perfect centre back to have around. So we'll have him for this final season, and then he either needs to call time on his career, go into coaching, or I believe he is on the board of his local side, or his local home side, his home team, and he wants to go back there. So, give him his final season, give him a testimonial as well, and say goodbye to him at the end of the new season. So for Fabian Schär, for me, I would say keep. Joe says rather keep Schär than Burn. Troll says keep just because he ain't going nowhere. Trev says Schär, don't mind him staying. He's good backup, unlike Burn, doesn't wander. Exactly. David also goes for keep. So yeah, we're all agreed on that one. Keep Fabian Schär in the team. So moving on to number 10. Ashby. Yes, Ashby. Didn't feature. He featured in pre-season. This is what bugs me the most. Pre-season just gone, and the pre-season before that, Ashby played throughout the pre-season in both pre-seasons. Scored in both pre-seasons, assisted in both pre-seasons. When it comes round to the Premier League starting, both those leagues, he got shipped out on loan. Difficult for me. I think Ashby is decent, and I would like to see him have a run of games in the senior side, in league competition, not just in the in pre-season. I think he's been decent in pre-season. He's got pace. He can assist. He can actually score. He does pretty well. I would keep. I'm already seeing sells there. I would keep and have him in the actual team, but we know Hal will not use him. We signed him from West Ham as well, so if Wacky's in there, you can confirm that. But yeah, I would keep Ashby, but he's not going to get the time under Hal, so maybe you can't send him out on loan again. It's constantly loaned out. You got to have him somewhere he can settle and just stay. I do want to keep him, but yeah, sell. We're gonna have to sell so he can actually settle somewhere and stay there for a good few years and not having to keep moving around all the time. I'll put the boxing on. Footy is shite. Ashby, sell. What a useless signing he was. Ashby, sell. Ashby, sell. Ashby, just let him go. I would have sold last year just to get something. He's shite. Even Swansea didn't want him. Yeah, that's because they knew Mason. Mason was a Swansea fan, so he said, "Yeah, fuck that, I ain't going now." So all right, well, I'll go with you lot on that one. Sell Ashby, and try and get some sort of money back on him. Next up, we have Leo Shahar. Keep, sell, or loan. Eddie won't play him, unfortunately. Well, we got about 3 minutes, was it? We managed to see Shahar come on for. We managed to see his amazing skill for like 3 minutes in that entire season. Hey. keep is what I'm definitely saying. He is a decent right back. We're going to need a right back because we only have Tino Livramento left as the only right back in the side. So Shahar would be a decent backup option. Even if we only got to see like 3 minutes of him. So I would like to see more of him because I feel he can do a job. I saw a video on the club site. I can't remember if it was the start of the season or about a quarter of the way season, spending a day with him and seeing what he's all about. He's got some decent skill. I think he can do a decent job. I think he's a little frustrated that he isn't in the first team, but yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one, Joe. If we sign another right back, then send him out on loan, get him some minutes under his belts. Otherwise, I would keep him. So Shahar keep. How sell? Can't spell his second name. Loan. If sign a right back, loan him out. Definitely agree. Yes, I think we all agree on that. How we'll sell him in order to bring in another one of his favourites, probably another Bournemouth player. So it's borderline keep and loan. I feel if we bring in a right back, loan him out. Otherwise, keep him. Decent option at right back. With how would most likely get rid of him. So next up we have Malik Chow. I think this is going to be an easy one. Keep, sell, loan. Scored a good few times last season. Definitely keep. Amazing sign. Well, yeah, for once actually, I'm going to actually say an amazing signing. Slow to start. I thought his debut was horrible. I thought he had a horrific debut. But other than that, he kicked on really well. I thought he was amazing. He started making mistakes around, I think it was around Christmas time, start of the year. But we all writ that off as he is absolutely knackered. We was being run into the ground. So Malik Chow for me, definitely keep. Joe, keep. Trevor, definitely keep. David, definitely keep. Like I say, that's going to be an easy one for all of us. Definitely got to keep Malik Chow. Top player. Not someone we want to be seeing move anytime soon. I think he's got a long-term contract with us as well. I think 2028, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to double check on that one. But yeah, Malik Chow, definitely keep. We move on to Tino. This could be an interesting one. Wanted by Arsenal, apparently. Likes a good injury every now and then. Other than that, he is a solid right back and our only right back apart from Shahar. So may keep, definitely. I will keep him for another season. Again, like the Botman situation, if he's going to constantly have injuries next season, then move him on. But at the moment, keep him because, like I said, he's our only right back as it is. Joe's going straight in with a sell. Trolls with a keep. We just need one more to go loan. Trev's going in with a sell. Injury prone. So you want to sell him and we have no right back. So we're going to need to at least bring in 2 right backs, the main starter and the backup. If we have the money. Not with how Voltamada will be. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if he puts Voltamada as right back next season. He wants to seem to put everyone else in their wrong positions, putting Lewis Hall at right back, putting Voltamada in centre midfield, allowing Flop Langer to come onto a pitch. We'll get to him soon. Yeah, it's a bit of a split one there. I say keep. Troll says keep. And then we've got a few sells on there as well. Yeah. He is injury prone. We do know that. But when he's on his game, he's pretty decent. He's only scored 1 goal for us, and that was a lucky goal that he scored. I'm still going to say keep for now, just to see who we can bring in during the window when it opens on the 15th. Wouldn't surprise me with Eddie, and yeah, wouldn't surprise anyone with the way Eddie does it. So moving on, we go to our midfielders. Cordero. There we go. Cordero, highly rated, top talent, was always a regular starter for Malaga before we signed him. Brought him in, sent him straight out on loan. Ideally, I thought he was talented enough to be straight in the first team. Obviously, Hal didn't think so. But he didn't have the best of loan moves. He went to Belgium Pro League before then moving on to Cadets in Spain. For me, keep and have him in the first team. Have him training with the first team. Give him pre-season in the first team. Keep is what I say for Antonio Cordero. Would you keep him as a second choice, or would it have to be first choice? For Tino, it depends on who we can bring in. I'm thinking that's a difficult one, With his injury prone, I would be more careful with him. So probably as a number 2. Yeah, I'll probably have him as a number 2, depending on who else we could actually bring in that right back position. Cordero, keep. He's a baller. Cordero, keep. Indeed. Cordero had a horrible season, scored 3, no assist. All 3 goals came in the last 2 weeks of the season. I would loan him out again. I'd give him pre-season so we can actually get a good look at him and see what he's like with the team. If it looks like he could do with another loan move out, hopefully we've got a decent loan manager in charge that can put him to a club that way he's actually gonna do well. Because I think we can all agree Shola was a horrific loan manager. He got everything wrong apart from Minte, who eventually went to Brighton. So I'll give Cordero the pre-season to see how he can do with the main team. Westerloo didn't work out for him, but Cadets did. I follow one youth a year. Cordero was this season's. I'm not sure about the other loans that. Yeah, we had Ashby that went out on loan. Vlachodimos went out alone. Vlachodimos did pretty well. But yeah, Cordero. For me, at the minute, keep. Because I'd like to see what he's able to do for us in pre-season. And then make the decision after that. If he can have a decent pre-season, then I'd keep him in the team for the season. If it looks like he still needs work, then another loan move. But at the minute, I'm going to say keep. Next midfielder, we have... Well, that's going to be an easy one, isn't it? Bruno, keep, sell, loan out. Another one linked with a move to Chelsea, I believe it was. The last time I saw something was posted. I think it was Chelsea. Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, all three seem to want him anyway. All three, I'm not even going to come close to getting him or paying 300 million for him. Keep for me straight off the bat. I still don't believe that he is captain material, but do you know what? He deserves the armband. He won us a trophy with that armband. Even though we had 3 captains lifting that trophy, I still don't agree with Lascelles lifting that trophy. Lascelles done nothing, and I still don't agree with the fact that the way he left and never put out a post thanking all the fans and the club for the career that he's had with us. Well, I've certainly never saw a statement put out from him. But yeah, that's in the past. He got relegated when he moved to Leicester, and now he's a free agent again. So, you know, grass is not always greener on the other side, as they say. But Bruno, keep. Joe goes, Bruno, keep. Troll go, Bruno, keep. David says, Bruno, keep. Trevor says, Bruno, keep. Without him, we get relegated. And Charles, Bruno was linked to Spurs. Spurs seem to be linked with everybody now. Just because they survive relegation, they can think they can go and sign every single top star there is. Like, they've only got to look at the league and go, okay, they just about survived the league. So, yeah, not going to go there. Could you imagine Bruno at Spurs? I can't imagine it. No. It'd just be a white top with no black stripes. Nah. I can't even imagine him in a blue Chelsea shirt either. Nah, doesn't suit him. The stripes are better. My neighbour's grass is definitely green. Well, you definitely need to go water your grass. Put some evergreen on it. So keep for Bruno. Easy one with that one. Move on. Oh, hey, here we go. Should be another easy one. Jacob Murphy, people. Keep, sell, loan. Another easy one for you all. Straight away. Sell Jacob Murphy. He was absolutely shocking. His purple patch is gone, and he was absolutely terrible. Bruno said if he leaves Newcastle, it will be back to Brazil. So, well, there you go. Again, straight off the bat, sell Jacob Murphy. Murphy, a bloody sell ASAP, says Trolls. Trevor, give him away. Just give him away. David goes with definitely sell. All agreeing on that one. This is where Joe pops up and says, oh, yeah, I'll keep him as a backup. Yeah, sell. No, he did fine. He was doing pretty well. He had his purple patch, which made him amazing. He's the keys to unlocking Isak's skill and potential in goal scoring form, but we kept hold of him, so that Liverpool didn't have the keys to the Mercedes. Yeah, he can't seem to do anything now. So sell Sell. I'm sorry. Sell. Pete, welcome in. Hope you're well. So yeah, I think we're all agreed on that one. Jacob Murphy, out the door. Bye-bye. See you later. Sell him. Next up, another loanee, but apparently he's in the first team, the senior side on the site. So we'll add him to the list as well. Joe White. Keep, sell, loan out. I'm thinking sell straight off the bat because I don't think he's ever going to be able to make it in the first team. I don't know how his loan went, so if anyone knew about his stats for his loan, do let me know. But he was touted as pretty decent. I think he made an appearance, not the season just gone, but the season previous to that. He's got some good passing. As I vaguely remember, he's got decent passing. He can play as a striker as well, but I don't see him in any future plans for the club. So could, set. I think he's been on loan a good few times and all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say sell for Joe White, unfortunately. Trolls goes with sell. Leeds goes with. I thought we got rid of him last summer. No, it was only on loan. And David goes with sell. So yeah, we're all agreed on that one. Sell. Unfortunately, sorry, Joe, but you're gonna have to say bye-bye to you. Next up, we have Joe Willock. Now, this one could be a split opinion. Keep, sell, loan. Personally, I think he was pretty solid when he was called upon during the season. Mainly used as a sub. Took a while to get going. He didn't grab his first goal, and he didn't grab a goal until we played PSG when he scored the equaliser. Oh, I want to keep him as a backup. So, for me, I would say keep for now. Keep for another season. Joe White played one game on loan this season, and that was a cup game. Really? Wow. Definitely. Sell. Willock, keep. Yeah, I want to keep him as a backup. I think he's pretty decent when he comes off the bench. He's pretty decent when he starts. I mean, he's played well when called upon. Pains me to say he's not found that form that he had when Steve Bruce managed him when he got like 8 goals in 8 games. But he has been decent when called upon. I'd keep him as a backup, bench player. Rotation maybe, but it all depends on what central midfielders we can bring in, if we bring in any central midfielders. So keep for now until we know exactly if we're going to bring anyone in. Lee says get 30 to 40 mil for him and Murphy. Last summer, I think it was roughly around 20-25 mil that Crystal Palace wanted to pay for Willock. You'll be lucky to get about 15 for Murphy. I think we paid about 10 mil for him when we signed him in the Championship under Rafa. And now Murphy is like 31, coming on to 32. I don't know about that much. Probably about 30 mil for the pair. If you're very lucky, 35. We'll say 35 mil. We can still say about 25 for Willock, 10 for Murphy. But me, I would keep Willock. as a backup. Anyone else for Joe Willock? Keep, sell, loan. No. Then we shall move on to the next one. Joe Linton, another one that could split now. He's starting to get on. People saying that last season wasn't his best and it could be time to move on. But Joe Linton, keep, sell, loan out. I'd be sad to see him go, considering that we all actually wanted him out. No goal Linton, he used to be called. Right when he signed, scored like 1, 2. I can't remember what it was. Thinking about 2 goals, 3 goals maybe in this season that he joined. Given the number 9 was horrific. We all wanted him out. Waste of a signing. 40 million, absolute flop. Then he gets the 9 taken away. He gets given the number 7. He gets moved into midfield by Eddie Howe. And we saw what a beast he turned into. Ideally, I will keep. We ain't going to be able to find another beast of a centre mid like him. Miley does well in midfield, even though he's been shipped out to right back. You got Jacob Ramsey, who's pretty decent. You got Tonali, you got Bruno. Joe, I like him. He's a good lad. Keep for me. I'll keep him for another season. Pete going for the sell for Willock, I think. Trolls, sell Willock. Keep Big Joe. He deserves it. Big Joe, I like him. Torn would be happy with both keep and sell. David's going for sell Willock. It is a difficult one for Joe because we've, like I said right at the start, we didn't want him. Now, or during the middle, he turned into this amazing player that, he's Brazilian. He only cost 40 million. He's still Brazilian. He still only cost 40 million. Could we get more than 40 mil for him? That's the question. I think someone would be willing to pay a decent amount for him. Jolinton, give him another season. Keep. Yeah, I think we'll give him another season. He deserves that. I'm not sure how long his contract goes on for, but yeah, I'll give him another season. And then next season, potentially start moving him away. Hopefully a Saudi club comes in with like a 50, 60 mil. 50, yeah, I'll say roughly about 50, 60 mil. If he can get back into the Brazilian squad, that'll also help him rise in his valuation. So for me, keep. And I think everyone else is saying keep as well. So Jolinton, keep. Lewis Miley, I think this should be another easy one. Not as a right back, as a midfielder where he should be. Keep. He's already signed a new deal apparently as well. So, well, we all know he signed a new deal, a new 6-year deal, if I'm right. Is what Keith Downey put out, and I think the club put out as well. 6-year deal, definitely keep. I mean, it's not often we actually get it's not often we get the youth player come through and actually do decent. I think I've said it a good few times throughout the season. When was the last time we had the length of time youth come through the team? We've now got Miley. Before Miley, it was Sean and Matty Longstaff. Before Sean and Matty Longstaff, we have to go even further back to Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll, and then before Andy Carroll, we got to go like Michael Chopra. I think we are terrible at bringing youth through. We have to wait ages for youth to come through. So yeah, Miley, keep, and hopefully bring through another youth player. For me, I like Sanusi. I think we've done a really stupid in sending Travis Hearns. He's joined Groningen, I think it is, in fucking damn it. Oh yeah, damn it did come through, didn't he? Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, I remember this now. Travis Hearns just joined Groningen permanently now, from what I've seen. Another talent that was highly praised, and he's we've let him go. The talent that we've had in the youth that have been wasted, it's ridiculous. That Dummett, Carroll, both Longstaffs, Miley, Chopra, he didn't really kick off that well, but they're the only ones that's actually come through the youth ranks in my time. We got a great youth squad, but they're not getting the chances. So, damn it, definitely keep. Damn it, not damn it. Fuck's sake, Mason. I'm blaming you for that one. Lewis Miley, definitely keep. Trevor, keep for his entire career. I mean, Jamie Miley was also touted to be like decent and on par with Lewis, and then what do we do? Out the door he went. So hopefully we don't have another Elliot Anderson moment and have to sell Lewis Miley, because that will end up pissing me right off, as well as it will the entire Newcastle fan base. So yeah. So I think we're all good on that one. Miley, definitely keep. Mason, seeing as you're in there, if you can you jump on over to Facebook to see if I'm live on Facebook? Because I'm trying to see if I'm streaming from both ends. Carroll played in a Liverpool Legends team in a recent competition on Sky. Not sure he was one of those. Oh, Masters tournament thingy, doodah, OAP league. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even see it. Then again, if it isn't Newcastle related, I won't watch it. I won't watch it. I will watch the odd game here and there, but it's mainly just Newcastle stuff. Why is he playing for Liverpool though? He should be playing for Newcastle. He came through our youth ranks. So yeah, Miley, keep. Jacob Ramsey is our next player. Keep, sell, or loan. Now for me, started off really poorly. I said right at the start, absolute waste of money. Should not have signed him. Terrible player. Yeah, I said I hold my hands up when if he was to prove me wrong, and he did. It took him time to get going. It took him time to adapt. It took him time to get used to our way of playing. And yeah, after a couple of months, he turned into a pretty decent player. So for me, keep. Decent. Needs to start every game. For me. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he started as a flop, but he's been brilliant. Decent purchase from Villa. I know Villa had to sell him in order for them to. They had a Anderson and Minte moment that we had, and unfortunately, they had to say goodbye to Ramsey. We managed to snap him up. Slow start, brilliant player turned into. So for me, keep. But would you guys want to still keep? Or any of you actually have a different opinion? Sell or loan? But for me, definitely keep Jacob Ramsey going into the new season. Maybe if he does well next season and Howe doesn't ruin him, could potentially see him in an England shirt, as well as Lewis Hall, Tino if he does stay. I think, yeah, definitely say this is going to be Dan Burns' one and only World Cup if he actually gets any minutes. I do have that feeling that Burn might be the Theo Walcott of England, where he was taken to the World Cup and didn't get a single minute under his belt. And I do still say that Burn didn't really deserve a call-up, in my honest opinion. And it was stupid to not call up Lewis Hall. It was stupid to not call up Morgan Gibbs-White. Stupid to not to call up a huge number of players, and how he managed to pick Jordan Henderson to go to the World Cup is an absolute laughing. Seeing him turn up in his mobility scooter. But yeah, Jacob Ramsey, for me, keep. What you guys saying for Ramsey? You want to see him still in that black and white shirt? Well, I don't want to see him in that barcoded shirt. That's my different opinion on that. I absolutely think that new shirt is disgusting. It is horrible. It makes you want to be sick. Every time you're going to walk into Greg's, they're going to fine you for sneaking out a sausage roll just by your shirt being setting off all the alarms. I know Adidas ain't watching, but if you are watching Adidas, you need to fire whoever made that design, because that is not Newcastle United. That shirt is not Newcastle United, and I do hope sales flop on release, because I don't see that shirt making any sales. But yeah, so Ramsey for me, keep. We move on to the next player, which is Sandro Tonali. Again, been touted to leave. Apparently, Man United want him. I don't see him going, in all honesty. For me, again, keep Tonali. Decent player. Brilliant player. When he's having a good game, he is a world beater. Can wander off at moments, but you've got to keep hold of him. He signed a new deal behind everyone's backs. We was all left in the dark on that one when it was released. So, he's repaying the faith that we repaid him for, that the ban that all happened, and we helped him through that ban. But yeah, Tonali definitely keep for me. So, Tonali, keep, sell, loan for you guys. Let me know, as well as Ramsey as well. Link for the shows on Facebook. Keep Miley and working. Cool. Ramsey, I would definitely keep him. Keep him. Dan Burn are going to win World Cup with an overhead kick in the last minute of the final. I don't even see us get. Honest opinion, I don't see us getting out of the. Well, no, maybe we can get out of the group. I don't see us going further than the last 16. I just don't think the squad's decent enough, in all honesty. That's my opinion. Rob, welcome in. Keep evening. Tonali, you'd sell Tonali for the right price. Oh, seeming as Man United's the only one that seems to be the main one that wants him. You want to sell him and have him in a red shirt? Really? Okay. Nah, for me, Tonali has to stay. He has to stay. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, here we go. Right, that one right there. Push out a wheelie bin, throw him in it, and yeet it down a hill all the way back to Nottingham Forest. Flop Langer, absolute trash, waste of money. Anyone that says keep, oh no, get rid. Waste of money. Should never have signed him. And Trevor's going to get a slap for saying keep. No. He had the exact same stat. We will get onto this player as well. And oh my god, he had the exact same stats as Wissa. 3 goals, 1 assist in all competitions throughout the entire season. His 3 goals came in a cup match against Manchester City, which we lost. And the other 2 goals were the 2 goals in the 7-2 defeat to Barcelona. His 1 assist, I can't remember. I think he assisted Fotomada. I'm playing the assist in my head, but I can't remember who it was against and who it was for. But he assisted Fotomada, I believe it was. But yeah, 3 goals, 1 assist in all competition, and not 1 goal in the Premier League. Yeah, sell, get rid, cut losses, get rid, get him out of the team, sell. Burn just hit the post for England. Is he play? Wait, you in the second half or something? Yeah, you should be in the second half by now, considering it's like 10:15. Or are you? Oh no, you're in America, ain't you? Depending on the time over there. I don't know. I'm not even watching it. Is it still 0-0? What, are you in the first or second half? Did he start? Has he brought on there? Has he come on as a sub? Tell me the mysteries. Trevor having a good old laugh because he's going to get a slap. Assist was against Everton and Big Nick. I know he got 1 assist. But that was the only assist. So yeah, sell. Do not want Flop Langer anywhere near this side ever again. Get that black and white shirt off of him and get him gone. And he can take fucking Vista with him and all. Get him gone. So, Flop Langer for me, sell. It's even got sell on the shirt there. Sell. Second half, it's 1-0 England with a goal from Kane. Had to be Harry Kane, didn't it? Only 1-0 against New Zealand in the second half. New Zealand should be at least 4-0 up by now against them. Come on. Are we playing defensive ball or something? But yeah, Alanga, sell. Sorry, Flop Langer, sell. Barney, Harvey Bullseye Barnes. BBB. Keep, sell, loan. Scoring goals. 16 goals and 5 assists last season in all competitions. To Gordon's, what? I can't remember. 2 goals in the league. I did have the stat, but I've completely forgotten them all now. I know Barney scored 16 goals, 5 assists in all competitions last season. I was going to say last season. Now the season's gone. For me, keep. Seems to do better as a sub, although I know he's a little annoyed that he prefers to be starting rather than being the sub. But yeah, I would keep. Trev's the same. Barnes I'd keep, but only as a super sub. His defense work is poor. David would keep Barnes as well. Yeah, Harvey Barnes definitely keep. I know he's rumored to be a 40 mil to Villa. Did we not sign him for about 40 mil? I think we signed him for about 40 mil as well, so we'd need more than that. But yeah, Barnes, for me, we got to keep hold of him. Plus, with Gordon gone, if we don't bring in another left winger, then that spot is definitely Barnes for the foreseeable future. It's just right wing we need to sort out, because definitely not going to have Jacob Murphy there or Flop Langer. They both need to be gone. So yeah, Harvey Barnes, keep. Next up, we have young Sean Neve, another one that got like 3 minutes. Oh my, he got 3 minutes against Karabag, I want to say. And then he got a little run out against Fulham in the final game of the season. I want to see more of the kid. I think he's done well in the youth side. He scored goals. He's played really well. Trains with the first team and doesn't get a sniff of action. Apart from 3 minutes against Karabag when he could have actually scored in that game as well. And a little run out right at the end of the season. So I kind of want to agree with Trevor on that one. Ship him out on loan. Again, it'd probably be like another Cordero type of thing. I'd put him out on loan for 6 months, see what he does, keep an eye on him. If he does well, then in January, call him back and blend him into the first team and see what he can do. Otherwise, ship him back out on loan again and for the remainder of the season. But I do want to see more of Sean Neve going forward. Just for the 3 minutes against Karabag, I thought he looked pretty decent. He running into space. I felt like he could have scored that goal that was put into him. But I think it was the, having the I don't want to say pressure. I mean, we were clearly winning that game. We had won that game. The emotional side of it, actually starting and getting his full debut in the Champions League, I think that got the better of him. So he fluffed that chance. But serve that on a plate to him again. I reckon he puts that in the back of the net. Neve wants to go out on loan. I want to keep, but Eddie won't play him. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to say loan out for Sean Neve. Another one. Here we go. Seung Soo Park. Probably butchered that name, but had an amazing pre-season with us. He played well. He trained well. What we saw of him through pre-season, we thought, okay, this kid's got talent. This kid's going to go far. This kid's going to be in and around the first team. Season comes, we hear nothing from him again. Didn't even get put out on loan. Stayed within the youth team. I think he done pretty well. I know he took him a while to get his first goal, but kid's got a lot of talent. We saw in the pre-season, kid's got a lot of talent. He was running. He was doing trickery with his feet, getting balls in, decent passes. He said himself when he signed, he doesn't plan to be in the youth team for long. He's going to make sure he gets into the first team as soon as possible. Didn't get a chance for any of that, especially under Howe, who refuses to use the youth. Definitely keep Park. Again, another Cordero type of thing. I want to see him and Cordero in pre-season. See what they're capable of doing. See what they bring to the team again. Well, see what Park could bring to the team again. Because we saw him last pre-season, but we didn't see Cordero. Depending on how pre-season goes, keep him and keep him in the first team, not in the youth. If he needs that little bit more work, then send him out on loan. We can't just keep him in the youth. But I was really impressed with what I saw of Park during pre-season. So for me, definitely keep hold of him. Park, I'd love to see in the first team, but loan. And I agree from David. I think we've got three more players to go through. And then we are pretty much done. Osula is our next player. Now I know everybody's going to say Osula out, and everybody knows what I'm going to give you when you say Osula out. You're going to get a middle finger. Super Willa Sula, my favorite player, and I don't care what you say. keep Super Willa Sula. I have always stuck by this kid. I have always said this kid is talented. I have always said you give this kid a run of games and he will actually start performing. He finally got that chance. He finally got that run of games. He finally showed that he can score goals. He scored more than Vissa. He scored more than Alanga. He scored more than the Rat, Isaac. He scored more than most players. Yes, he didn't. I think he actually was second top goal scorer in the Premier League for us. Top goal scorer was Bruno with 9 in the league. Just the league. 9 for Bruno. Osula got 7. And also Osula was the best striker in the league. The stats do not lie. Osula had a better goal per minute ratio than Erling Haaland in the Premier League. Osula, keep. Oh, now Joe decides to pop up. Osula, sell. Well, Joe, you're going to get one of those. So, Osula, keep. Osula, sell. Kidding, of course, or am I? Well, just in case, you're going to get another one of those. Keep. Give that kid. Nope, point the wrong way. Trust the camera to be mirrored. That kid deserves that number 9 shirt more than Johan Visser. I'm telling you now. He scored goals. Visser couldn't. So, Osula, definitely keep. You can all say sell as much as you like. But Osula, definitely keep. I hate that my camera is mirrored because I have to point that way when the screen is that way. So yeah, Osula, definitely keep for me. And I don't care what anyone else says on that one. And trust him to pop up next. Oh, typical, isn't it? Johan Visser, keep sell alone. Telling you right now, sell. Cut losses, sell. Apparently, clubs in Turkey want to take him on loan with an option to buy. Do it. Get rid. Does not deserve that number 9 on the back of his shirt. Does not deserve to be playing. You can give him his pre-season. Yes, okay, you can constantly use that excuse. He didn't have a pre-season. And Joe, you're going to get another slap for just saying keep. No, you can. The excuse that he never had a pre-season. Give over. He had the entirety of the season to be ready. When we had the 3 weeks off for the international and no cups at all, you could have had a couple of behind closed doors matches, but no, we decided to go on holiday and have some warm weather training, whatever it was. You could have had a couple of behind closed doors matches and given him that match time that he wanted. You could have slung him in the under 21s for a couple of games to give him some match fitness. Nah. But he had the whole entire season to be ready. And then when he was ready, he barely touched the ball. 3 goals, 1 assist in all competitions. Terrible signing. Awful signing. Too old. Does not deserve that number 9. Too much money paid on him. Cut losses. Get rid of him and Alanga. Absolute shocking signings, both of them. Like I said, he does not deserve that number 9. And I've always said that Edgar Davids was always allowed to wear his glasses when playing on the pitch. Every time you see Visser in an interview or whatever, he's wearing glasses. So maybe he needs to keep his glasses on because every time he hits the ball, boing! It's I think one of them is still in orbit somewhere. So you go on the International Space Station camera or something, you might see it go by. Visser, no, out of the club soon as. If it is to go to Turkey on loan, do it. Put an obligation to buy in that deal. Visser, keep. Yeah, you're getting one of those. Sell. At least David took sense. Visser, nobody will buy, but sell. We will only get 10 mil for him. I mean, 10 mil is still decent. Just get him gone. Oi, back from work and boring when England on. Evening, chippers. You coming to the end, but I think we've still got another player to go through. So yeah, Visser out. And there we go. The final player on the list. Nick Voltemada. I think this is going to be an easy one from everybody. Nick Voltemada, keep, sell, or loan. I swear to God, anyone put us in there loan. Keep and put him in his goddamn rightful position. You've had Nagelsmann or Nagelsmann, however you want to bloody pronounce his name, out Eddie Howe twice. Not just once, he's outed him twice. To say, for fuck's sake, play him in his rightful position. We saw a decent end to the season for him. He finally got a goal. He started off the season scoring for fun. and then you get screwed up by being put in midfield. I mean, we've had True Geordie come out with rages about him being played out of position. I've even raged about him being out of position. Play him in his rightful role, and you're going to get a better performance out of him. We've seen what he can do. We know what he can do. We've seen what he's done at Stuttgart and for Germany. He can do that for us. And, you know, play him in that position, and he will do that for us. So, Voltemada, keep. Trev says keep. Joe says keep. Trev also going to get a slap for saying loan Big Nick out. David says keep 100%. David, Eddie sell. Oh, we can sell Eddie Howe. I'll quite happily sell Eddie Howe. So yeah, keep. Voltemada, definitely keep a hold of. And that is every single player in the first team in the senior side. Again, you know, you saw some players that were not in the first team, but if you go onto the club website, apparently those ones were in the senior side, as duplicated from the under 21 team. So we'll have a quick final one. Chippers also says keep. So here we go, everybody. Here we go. Let's get the rant started, shall we? Final one for the. Let's jump back to the main screen. We've done everyone now. So final one for the night before I'll let you all go to bed or do whatever you want. Eddie Howe. Here we go. Eddie Howe. Oh, I can't really say keep, sell, alone, can I? Eddie Howe, keep or go. Put your in the didgeridoo thingy doodah that. Final one. Eddie Howe, keep or go. Just in case you need a little reminder, you know. But yeah, Eddie Howe, keep or go. This will get everyone's rage. Yeah, for me, he has to go. He has to go. Didn't quite hear that. He has to go. Yeah. Andrew, welcome in. Hope you're well. Yeah, you've missed the entire 29-man team. So, yeah, you're gonna have to rewind it. How fuck off in diddly do. Eddie go from David. Chippers replace. I mean, you're gonna get those ones that come in and say, but who are you gonna replace him with? He's elite. He's this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter, because no matter who I or anyone else says, whichever name we mention, they will still shut you down and say, yeah, but Eddie Howe got us this, he got us that. Stop living in the past is what I tell you. We've got to think about the future. We've got to think about the future going forward. Kim Cam, welcome in. Hope you're well. So yeah. Eddie Howe in or out? Chippers goes for replace. David says Eddie to go. Andrew says Howe to naff off. Me, I don't know. I'm so undecided. I am really undecided on what I want to say about him. You know, he's an elite manager. He's done so much for us. He can win the league. It's a really difficult decision for me. I don't know what I want to say for Eddie Howe. Maybe keep. You know, Really tough decision. Really tough decision. I'm going to have to think long and hard about this, whether I want to keep him or not. But you know, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Eddie Howe, have to go. Fast taxi, super fast taxi. Put some NOS on it, put a rocket on it, and then launch it. Good evening, Kim. Evening, Raymond. I don't know who Harvey is. Joaquin doing his medical now, and Johanna and Victor Munoz and Chelsea to sign. But what? Well, Johanna has already been unveiled for Brighton, so that's not happening. Munoz, I have no idea about that, and I don't know who Joaquin is. Joaquin. Oliver Glasner, apparently he's being lined up for the AC Milan job, so he won't want to come to us. Decent. I'll give him that. He's decent. But if I was to say someone, I mean, bringing Mourinho to us would be an option. I know I'll get shut down for that. You could also say Nagelsmann after the World Cup. We could bring him in. I'll get shut down for that. Terzic. I mean, he done well for Dortmund. Yeah. I'll get shut down for that. So, like I said, it doesn't matter who you mention. You'll get shut down for it because they'll still want to keep Eddie Howe in charge. You could go and say, "Oh, what Mancini? He won the league with Man City." Yeah, but Eddie Howe won the Carabao Cup. He got us into the Champions League. Okay, well done. What's the past got to do with the future? You could say go out and get Pep, but you still get shut down because Pep wouldn't come to us. But we've got Eddie Howe. Okay, well done. Think about the future. Yes, he will always be remembered for that manager that won us a trophy after 70 years. He will always be remembered as that manager that got us 2 Champions Leagues, finished in 2 Champions League positions. Okay, actually, finished in 2 Champions League positions. Didn't Sir Bobby do that as well? When we finished 3rd and 4th, we didn't really qualify the second time round because I remember we got knocked out by Partizan Belgrade. But yes, he won us a trophy. Well done. You will always be remembered for that, but that's in the past. Think about the future. We was in a relegation battle. Yeah, you may actually want to think about that. We was actually in a relegation battle. It was horrible to hear that. Who did we draw against? I can't remember who we drew against. But when we drew in those final 5 games, we drew with someone. I can't remember who it was. My mind's really gone. But when we drew, the commentators had just rubbed it in and said, just by them getting that point has guaranteed their safety in the Premier League. It took for the final 5 games to confirm our status as Premier League. Other managers were sacked for less. Eddie Howe still keeps his job. For me, I want Eddie gone. Trev wouldn't mind. Scooting past all these. Roy Hodgson. Oh, Mr. What's his fucking called? Barnow himself there. I'm surprised he wouldn't be able to turn his head 700 degrees. Wouldn't mind Trips as manager. I mean, Trips did say that he'd love to come back. He's a fan now. Come back as I wouldn't mind him come back as a coach. You know, he could get his coach badges and be a coach for us. But not just yet. He needs to work on his coaching and get a. They walk straight. Start work yourself up. It's always the best doing things. Anyone can play proper football. Passion or will do. Okay. We need a manager, not a. True. We need someone with tactical brains. Someone with brains can actually have a plan B and come out with. I'll say it. A dumb excuse to say, why have a plan B when you could make plan A work? The most stupidest response you could ever get. But yeah, we're going to get right into a rage on this one, but we will call it on that one. Oh God, no, where are we? We will call it on that one. So if you want to go back and see my and everyone else's predictions on who stays, who goes out on loan, then rewind, rewatch. From the list of everybody, leave your comments down below who you'd want to keep, who you'd sell. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, all the stuffs. But other than that, if I click the right one, there you go. Do hit the thumbs up. Do subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell too so you don't miss any future videos. What's coming up on the channel? Oh, that's a good one. We got no matches, so that's a difficult one because I really don't want to do World Cup content. I just can't be asked, to be honest. I want to do an end of season award, so I want to do like most improved Newcastle player, worst Newcastle player, best goal for Newcastle throughout the season, blunder of the season. I know where that goes to. Stuff like that. I want to do like a little award show like that kind of thing, just to really end the season fully. So I'm going to sort that out and hopefully get a panel on as well for that one. So if Chippers is about, come on, Mason, Pete, Tony, all the regular guys. Other than that, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I will find out. I will find something to do. Maybe a few shorts here and there for the England games with a quick prediction. But other than that, I'm not really going to do a full stream on a game unless we get to the World Cup final. I'll just do a watch along for the World Cup final. Hey, why not? Especially, considering the time of the kickoffs, that could be a bastard. That could be a bastard. Brilliant show as always. Much appreciated. No worries. Osula, your vote, huh? Definitely. I mean, why else? I mean, to be quite honest with you, my goal of the season is going to go to Osula. So just to let you know, before that show even happens, my goal of the season will go to Osula for that goal that he got against Man United. That is my goal of the season. Bursting down the entire pitch and then cutting in and hitting that shot was a beauty of a shot. That reminds me of when Harvey Barnes got that winner against West Ham in the 3-2 win. That was my goal of the season that season as well. So Osula's one against Man United is definitely my goal of the season. But other than that, I am starting to lose my voice. Great show, great commentary. Good night to you guys in the chat. Cheers, David. Chippers with the eye. Keep the good work. Thanks, Kim. Mason says, "Can you do trans rating contest?" I mean, that clip will be shown on the awards one for the definitely for the blunder of the season. Even though it wasn't even on my channel, it was on Pete's channel, but you know, I did clip it, so everybody gets to see that again for the umpteenth time, because everybody loves when Mason slipped up that big time. And you've only got to go on to, we've only just got to check out my Thor award for the blunder of the season. Well, not the blunder of the season, the most perfect outtake ever, and you know, share that around everywhere. But yeah, we'll call it there. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're on X, follow me over there. You'll know when I'm going to go live next. Drop us a follow. I'll give you a follow back. If you are on Instagram at accordinmg over there, you'll drop us a follow over there. I don't really use it much, but I just post when I'm going to go live and what show I will be doing. So, you know, drop us a follow over there. And also, just recently been made up, you know, if you're on Facebook, so everybody can have a variety of where to find me. Facebook, there's now a group for the accordinmg TV group. So if you go to groups and type in accordinmg TV, you should be able to see me there as well. You know, you're going to get this as the logo. So, you know, you can find me there. Join the group. Free to do so. Free to subscribe. Free to like. Free to follow. Help the channel grow. Let's try and boost those numbers up before the new season starts. Be nice to see that. But other than that, guys, do take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The World Cup is just around the corner. How well is England going to do? Only one way to find out. Fight. Just watch the game. Just watch the games. I will catch you soon. I'm not going to say when, but I will catch you soon. So, take care, guys. Catch you later. Toodles.